I'm Hannah and I'm joined today by Matt.
Yo.
And we are at Nova Performance and we are going to do a review today of the Amateur Arnold Qualifiers for the UK, which happened at the weekend at Northern Strength and Performance in Hartlepool.
Hartlepool, nice little town, isn't it?
It was actually, Hartlepool was lovely. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was way nicer than what I thought.
Yeah, it was lovely,
wasn't
little
it?
seaside town.
We went to the seaside. We had a swim. Yeah, we had a swim in the sea.
Won some tickets at the arcade.
Won loads of tickets at the arcade.
Good.
Had a lovely ice cream.
It was a lovely little weekend.
Brilliant pancakes.
Oh yeah, Copper Kettle
At the
in
Copper
Hartlepool.
Kettle.
Oh.
If you're going to Hartlepool, definitely check them out. They were the best pancakes ever.
I think I'm now diabetic from it, but yeah, they were good.
Yeah,
They
it
were
was
good.
nice, wasn't it? And the marina was really pretty. We were really surprised. Yeah, it's good. We'd come again.
Oh, we are going again.
Oh, we are going again. We might be going. Matt is. I might be.
November 4th, actual world record. Let's go. Well
Cool.
done, Jack Renison, by the way, getting a little world record in before everyone else on the other weekend. That was very good to see. Congrats.
Good.
I'll say no more.
I was going to chip in there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it.
It's all right. You had to get in there before anyone else had to go. You see.
So the events. First of all, the first event of the day we had was log. We had
log for reps.
We had 75 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, 75 seconds.
75 seconds.
Yeah, we had log for reps, 75 seconds. Under 80s, we had 100 kilos. You guys had
And I had 45 kilos.
45. I honestly wasn't paying that much attention to the other weight classes on the day, so I don't know what weights they were doing. I know the opens
We won't talk about the other weight classes quite as much today. We'll just stick to what we know, little people.
We'll stick to the little guys.
So how did it go, Matt? How was your log for reps for you?
It was good. Like, I think before we get into anything, I need to just say that wasn't really like a mad comp for me. I think I originally signed up to get you to do it, and then with Worlds being so close, I've got a few little niggles and things. Like, it was more about trying out some mindset stuff that Josh Lancaster had sort of spoken to me about. So for me, it was a very like reserved day. Don't like anger any injuries or anything like that. Not to take anything away from anybody else, but yeah, I was just trying to be a lot more calm through the day.
Also, we neither of us prepped for this. This is really bad. Yeah. I did a full event run through 2 weeks beforehand, so I knew exactly what the events were and had done it all in advance, so I knew.
Yeah.
But apart from that, all of our training has been geared to the Natty Worlds, which is coming up in a couple of weekends' time.
It's like 2 weeks now, isn't it?
And I think, yeah, for both of us, this was all about headspace, the week before, weight management practice. For me, it was about a fuel plan going into the competition, just to see, how I might fuel myself throughout the day.
Yeah, it was like a trial sort of dummy run with a few things.
Dummy run, there we go.
You were trying some weight stuff, I was trying some like mindset stuff, because I usually go like 1,000 miles an hour into a comp and then have a big like fizzle out that night and the day after. So obviously with Worlds being 2 days, it was nice to be able to like chill my nervous system through the first day. I even managed to come in.
You trained on Monday?
Day after, and come in and did heavy deadlifts. To kind of simulate coming in on a bit tired doing the deadlift ladder.
Good.
So yeah, some really positive stuff that we can take into Worlds off the back of that. So yeah.
Good.
But yeah,
so let's go. So we'll talk about event number 1, log for reps.
Yeah.
100 kilos.
Yes, we had 100 kilos. My main target for the day was I wanted to make an improvement on the last Arnold's that I'd done, where we did 100 kilo log. That was at the Arnold Sports Festival a couple of years ago. And we did 100 kilo log, and I did 4 reps. I just wanted to tick off 5. I think Andy Smiles managed 7, so I don't think it would have been too like damaging to the overall results.
He did like 10.
No, he did 7 strict, I think.
He did. It was impressive strict press. There was no jerks going on from him, but he did a lot. It was really impressive watching him.
Yeah, I mean, I hit my 5. Was happy with my 5. Like, I could feel my bicep in the warm up, not being too happy. So I think I had like 15-20 seconds left, and I just called it there. I'm going to go chasing after Andy Smiles. He's a bit better than me overhead, I think. It's just strict press and 100 kilo log.
He did. He looked really good.
So yeah, just sort of saved myself. I didn't really need the extra points by the end of the day, but yeah, I was happy with that. 5 reps, 100 kilo log in competition. That was very nice.
Went into 3rd position, didn't you?
Yeah, 3rd place for that one. So yeah, good start. You absolutely smashed it, didn't you?
So I was very fortunate. I'm not going to lie that I was the last. I was going to say contestant. That's probably not the right word, but the right athlete. The last athlete to go in the log in my weight category. So I knew exactly what number I was chasing, and I needed to get 8 reps basically to for the win. And I got 8 reps, and I put the log down, and I said, "That's it, I'm done."
That's it. Why do more than you need
to?
We had a little battle about that halfway through the day, didn't we?
But yeah, we did. But that was what I needed to do. I did it. And I still had a bit of time left over, so
yeah, I think everyone was quite shocked.
I'm possibly not getting that many more than I think 8 reps. I think on my target was, I can't remember how many.
Selling yourself short. I think everyone was pretty shocked to see that, oh, okay, she's done this, she's got half her time left. Okay, cool. You could have kept going for a while.
I could have kept going a little bit longer.
But yeah, you won that one, didn't you?
I did, so that put me into first position. That was an event win for me for that one.
Yeah.
So event number 2 was the axle deadlift for reps. So with the axle deadlift for this, there was no suits, and I didn't even know, Matt hadn't actually told me, no figure of 8 straps. Now Ash, you mentioned this, I hope Ash is watching. Ash mentioned this to me and I was like, don't be silly. I didn't even check it out. But yeah, so I had to have literally, I never used conventional wraps.
Yeah, Rich Molnar texted me like, I think it was like 5 or 6 days before and just been like, dude, just make sure there's no figure 8. So I was like, So I managed to get like 1 session in, like just trying out like comp weight with the normal straps. And
I had to learn how to use conventional wraps in the warm-up.
So Hannah was having panic
attacks.
So I had
panic attack. I didn't sleep the night before. I watched every possible, just the day before. She only told me the day before. Every possible video on YouTube, how to use weightlifting wraps, I watched, I reckon.
Head exploded all the way to Hartlepool. Matt, what do I do? How do I do it? What do I do it? How many times? Just strap it and lift it. Don't worry, we'll be good.
How did it go for you, Matt?
So we had 200 kilo for reps. I think I did 10 on the day. Again, I wasn't there to push any events that day. I started to feel my hamstrings starting to go like around like 9 and 10. I just sort of backed it off, left it there. I've been doing a lot of like heavy sandbag lifting and stuff, which is pretty nasty on the
10?
I think it was 10 or 11, something like that, yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, no, my hamstrings were really tired from doing a lot of like heavy sandbag pickups and stuff for the world's like sandbag shoulder medley.
Yeah.
And I haven't really backed off training at all with Worlds Prep, so I was a little bit tight through my posterior chain. So yeah, started to feel that, so just backed off. I think I was last on deadlifts on that one. Back to the same old business.
Business of being last
on deadlifts again. But yeah, there was some really strong deadlifters there, but it was quite a light weight for the under 80s. So it was a bit of a rep fest. I think the guy won was like 16, 17 reps or something like that. So
yeah, was that Andy again?
Yeah, probably Andy Smiles. I think he won every event to be far, but last one. But we'll talk about that later.
So I had deadlifts as well. So I had 110 kilos for reps in 60 seconds, and I needed to get 13, didn't I?
Yeah, easy weight for you.
I needed 13. I did 15, and I stopped with 15 seconds to go.
It was quite a light comp.
It was quite a light comp for. Yeah. Well, for me, it felt like quite a light.
For qualifying, well. I thought for qualifying, when I first signed up to it, I looked at it and thought, I don't know if this is right, because it looks so light for for what is such a big competition on the back end of it. Like going over to the Arnold's is billed as like the heaviest comp on the planet. For the I was like, wow, the numbers seem a little bit light, but
we'll see.
Yeah.
Cool. So event number 3 was the frame carry. So I had 160 kilos, and it was 10 metres there, 10 metres back, as quick as possible. You had...
we had 220 frame, again 10 by 10. Frame.
Yeah. So I, out of my weight class, I was actually the only athlete who completed the actual run of 10 metres there and 10 metres back, and I did it in a time of 15.28 seconds, which I thought was quite reasonable. I was pretty happy with that. I was thinking, this is going to push people here. Even the other people are going to struggle to do 15 seconds in total. Oh my gosh, some people smashed it. Yeah,
it was a bit of a foot race for the under 80s. Yeah, we had 220. I think I finished third on that. I think I did 11.56, and then Kieran Stevens was like 11.5. Andy Smiles got like 9 seconds.
He was 0.06, wasn't he? Quicker than you. I think he was 11.53 and you were 11.59.
For me on that one, like I took a really tentative start. Like your video actually missed the start of it, which I was quite glad of actually. But
I was talking.
But yeah, I like picked it up quite steady because I haven't lifted a frame since Brits like 3 years ago. So I wasn't really sure how quick can I settle for the blocks for here. So I was a little bit tentative, like off the mark. But then sort of once I got going, did a quick turnaround, like picked it up and realised like I can actually move. Like managed to gain some pace on the other guy. Sort of on the return leg, so yeah, I was pretty happy with that. Felt really solid, felt really good. Again, it's more just one of those that age-old thing of like get on the kit before a comp, so you actually know what the fuck you can do with it, rather than just being like, let's see what we can do on the day.
But the impressive thing on that day was that what was it, 1 or 2 athletes? I know it was Andy, wasn't it, who did that frame carry, and he came in 9 point something seconds. That was under 10 seconds. Yeah. And there was a turn in there as well.
I always say if you want to be elite on moving events, you need to be looking at 2 meters per second. Like, no matter what you're doing.
2 meters per second turn around as well was really impressive. So yeah, showed us how to do it. Well done.
I like to think I lit a fire under them when they saw how quick I was, but something like that. But anyway, moving on, what was it, fourth event, we had throwing bags, didn't we?
Yeah, so we had the bag throw.
So there was a slight change up on the day with the sandbags. So basically, everyone was supposed to be throwing to 4 meters, 4.1 meters.
Yep.
The girls had lighter bags, obviously the guys had heavier, but on the day, I think, whether it was a slip-up, a bit of a brain fart, or what had gone on, I don't know, but we only had bags from 15 to 25 on the day, which meant the girls, rather than
we had 12, we started at 12.
Yeah, rather than throwing to 4 meters, they changed it. It was about 2.5, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was around about that sort of 2.5. Or it was like 2 of me, maybe.
So the plan was that I was going to throw 5, 7, 9, 11 over 4.1 meters, and I ended up throwing, I think it was 12, 15, 18, 20, and 22. But over a lower height.
Yeah, I have no idea on the numbers on those.
So even the lightest bag that I threw was heavier than what I was anticipating throwing on the day.
But it went really well for you, didn't it?
It did go really well for me. I was the only athlete in my class to complete all the bags.
Yep.
And actually even threw a couple of the...
you would have beaten some of the
I would have beaten
some of
the girls who are in the class above me as well.
I think with the throwing bag thing is like that same old thing as like people treating it like a kettlebell and just not spending the time like on the throwing bags. And it's clear to, like you see at a comp, like we spend a lot of time doing throwing bags. Like my coach Josh has spent ages doing it with me, which has trickled down to you.
Yeah.
And then
I love it. It's a great warm up.
Just getting the reps in, great for warming up your triple extension on overhead day and stuff like that. And I think it's just something that you have to get the reps in on. Like, I know we've said that before, you've got to touch the kit and stuff, but sandbags especially, like even the people that are good at it, there's such a slim margin for error on it. You need to be like really getting those reps in a lot at different weights and stuff. But yeah, so for me, I did pretty well on it as well.
You did? You got 4
I think
out of 5,
I was second, I think, behind Danny Smiles. I missed the first attempt at the fourth bag, which I think was like 22 kilos. So we 22. Did 15 to 24 or 25. And then your
biggest one was 25, yeah.
I personally have never even touched a 25 kilo throwing bag. Like that's massive for an under 80. But did a quick 3, I think. Quick 3, just misjudged the distance on how far away I was from the frame on the fourth attempt, but then got the fourth bag.
Yeah.
I think there was only one guy, I think Tom Owens, wasn't it, in the 105s, absolute machine of a man, oh my God. I think he was the only person to get all 5 bags on the day, so I'll take that. Being like the smaller weight class, getting that as well, so. Yeah, I think I was second on that one, which again was keeping me pretty good in my points, probably made up a bit for the deadlift as well, so. Yeah. Happy with that one.
And I won that event again.
Yeah, you did. Hannah's whitewashed the day pretty much.
And then the final event of the day was stone to shoulder.
Stone to shoulder,
and that was 75 seconds stone to shoulder for reps. Yeah. I was lifting the 50k stone and you had 100?
100 kilo stone, yeah.
100 kilo stone.
So I actually spent lockdown basically doing this like nearly every other day with 100 kilo stone. So I'm very confident with like anything to shoulder, like sandbagged on, throwing bags, any sandbagged on. It's not too different. I think it's probably easier with a stone because you can roll it.
Yeah, you got that roll, which was nice.
And it doesn't wiggle about when you try and move it. It actually goes where you want to do it. So I think I won that with 7 reps on the day.
7 reps, I think you did. And I think you were the top. You were number 1.
Yeah, I won that event, which actually helped me when we did the count back at the end of the day because after the whole day I was second overall with Kieran. I'll be honest, they said about doing a tiebreaker and my bicep was absolutely fried. I was done. I knew I had Worlds in a couple of weeks. I was like, not
worried about it, not doing a tiebreaker. Yeah, I was adamant, not doing a tiebreaker.
I actually said to him, I'll let Kieran take it if we're going to do a tiebreaker. Like, all dues to Kieran. He says, no fucking way. I don't want to win like that, which is really good, like, to see his, like, sportsmanship sort of thing. Like, he wanted to beat me, not just, like, have that. And then I don't know what happened, but then I come back a couple of minutes later and they were
like, oh no, we've done it on countback.
Yeah, we've done it on countback. So obviously where I'd won the last event, they just put me above Kieran, which to be fair, Kieran was fucking awesome all day. He done really well.
Did do well.
It's gutting for him not to be able to get a spot. It's a bit shit for me to take that spot on that same sort of thing when we finish equal on points, but I'll take it.
Yeah. And then I did 11 reps, stone to shoulder, and that was my 5 out of 5 event win.
Boom, whitewash for the day, and then a qualifying spot to the Arnolds, eh?
A qualifying spot to the Arnolds.
Yeah, so I kind of got away on a little bit of a technicality. There was one less person in the 105s, so they dropped down a qualifying spot to second place in the 80s. So me and Hannah off to Ohio, baby. Start of March. I think it's the 29th of February to the 3rd of March in Columbus, Ohio. If you want to come along. If not, if you feel like helping us get there, any companies out there, any gyms, anybody that feels like getting their logo all over me and Hannah and sort of helping us on our way over to America, we would be very much grateful for that.
Yeah.
But
That's it, really, isn't it? So all in all, it was a really well-run day, wasn't it? It was really smooth. So big thank you to Mark, who was organising. And Rachel as well.
Rachel, great head,
Northern Strength and Performance for hosting it.
Yeah, it's a really, really good gym. I'm looking forward to going back there. We've got the UKNS record breakers on the 4th of November up at Northern SP, I think, Northern Strength and Performance.
No, it is there.
So yeah, we'll be going up back
Currently
up there.
no 57s weight class, but they will put one on if anyone else is interested, because I'm not going to go if it's just going to be me.
So yeah, Scottish girls, get yourselves involved.
They've got their own one the following weekend.
Oh, well, there you go. You'll have some records to set then, won't you?
Not on my own.
Well, yeah, if the girls.
Anyway, we'll fight about this off camera.
For the Scottish girls, eh?
Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very much, guys. We'll catch you next time. I think next one will be probably a little review, little preview of Worlds in a couple of weeks, won't it? So, yeah, take care, guys, and we'll see you on the other side.
Bye.